Apparently. I think we're good. You know what I need to do? I need to remember where she is.
What's that?
I need to remember where she is. Okay. It's not very good. Oh, it is. Yep. We're at half three, so we gotta have it back in the same spot.
Welcome to the 147th Annual Spring Convocation of the University of Manitoba. My name is Mel Braun. I'm a professor at the Desautels Faculty of Music, where I teach singing and work with operatic ensembles. And I will be your Master of Ceremonies this morning. You are more than welcome to take pictures during the ceremony, but we ask that you do so from your seats, just so that views don't get blocked. Please also remember to turn your cell phones to silent at this time. There is a digital convocation program. You may have seen the QR codes around the building, but there's also a site you can visit, umanitoba.ca/convocation, umanitoba.ca/convocation. There will be a reception following the ceremony. Depending, I guess, on the weather, students will recess to the reception area outside the back doors of this building. That's over there. Please plan to meet your graduates there. We have a nice row of guests, a couple of rows of guests here, who are special guests of the president of our university and guests of recipients of special honors and awards at today's ceremony. Welcome here, folks. It's great to have you with us.
Our story begins on the plains.
A bison stands, unyielding to the gusting winds.
It steps forward to join the herd.
Together, they move with purpose,
driving relentlessly ahead.
At the University of Manitoba, these traits have defined us since 1877.
Nestled on Treaty 1 and Treaty 5 territories and on the national homeland of the Red River Métis,
UM is forever entwined with Manitoba.
Our steps have shaped its terrain
and echoed far beyond.
like the creation of canola, Canada's most successful modern crop.
Like the advancement of ultrasound, a critical leap in prenatal care.
Like the discovery of a life-saving treatment for Ebola.
But these are just glimpses of our impact.
And we know there is much more to accomplish.
As the sun sets over the plains, the bison pause their journey.
And the northern lights emerge.
Bold and brilliant, these lights are a spectacle of the north.
They've been a source of inspiration for eons,
guiding us toward possibility.
Under these lights, UM researchers study melting sea ice, revealing ways to predict and counter the effects of climate change.
Under these lights, UM advances reconciliation, partnering with Indigenous communities to bring education closer to home for Indigenous students.
Under these lights, UM embraces a holistic approach to health, from improving food security in northern Manitoba to enhancing maternal and newborn health in India.
Under these lights, these bright, beaming lights,
UM transforms the learning experience,
empowering law students to serve underserved Manitobans
and bolster our communities.
And under these lights, the bison continue their journey,
revealing bison in numbers greater than ever before.
This is a new day,
a brighter day.
We persist, pushing toward a brighter future for all.
Now, please rise, if you're able, for the entrance of the academic party and our graduating students. For those of you who are about to graduate, I realize you've just gained your seats, but I would ask that you rise, please, for the arrival of the Lieutenant Governor of Manitoba, Her Honor Anita Neville, and then please remain standing for the playing of the Vice-Regal Salute. Please be seated. As we begin, I'd like to acknowledge that the University of Manitoba campuses and research spaces are located on the original lands of the Anishinaabe, Ininiwak, Anishinaabe, Dakota Oyate, Dene, and Inuit, and on the national homeland of the Red River Métis. University of Manitoba recognizes that the treaties on these lands are a lifelong, enduring relationship, and we are dedicated to upholding their spirit and intent. We acknowledge the harms and mistakes of the past and the present, and with this understanding, we commit to supporting Indigenous excellence through active reconciliation, meaningful change, and the creation of an environment where everyone can thrive. Our collaboration with Indigenous communities is grounded in respect and reciprocity, and this guides how we move forward as an institution. We welcome and acknowledge Indigenous graduates to today's ceremony. Many of them are wearing a purple stole. This stole honors First Nation, Métis, and Inuit cultures. We recognize the Red River Métis Nation by displaying a specially created Convocation sash there on the center table. Please rise again for the traditional honor song given by Vanessa Lilly, and then remain standing for the singing of O Canada, which is led by Kristen Suffield. Beginning each convocation ceremony with an honor song is a sign of respect and recognition of the Indigenous people as caretakers of this land. It recognizes our collective identities, cultures, and languages, and the ongoing commitment of the university to reconciliation. This song also acknowledges the significant accomplishments of the graduates' journeys, as well as their transition into the next stages in their lives.
Weha
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated. Good morning, everyone. I want to tell you that we don't oil the chairs just in case someone's fallen asleep. This will wake them up. I'm Michael Benarosh, and as President and Vice Chancellor of the University of Manitoba, I formally declare this session of the 147th Annual Spring Convocation to be open. Now, I know that you have all worked extremely hard to get here, so I'm going to jump right to the end and just say it. Congratulations, class of 2026. So we have a number of distinguished guests on our platform today celebrating with you. I would like to acknowledge our Chancellor, Dave Angus. I would like to welcome today's recipient of our highest honor, the honorary doctorate degree, Barbara Bruce, Flies High Thunderbird and Truth Talker. I would also like to welcome to our platform today the Honorable Dr. Anita Neville, Lieutenant Governor of Manitoba, the Honorable Dr. Patricia Bove, Honorary Doctorate of the University of Manitoba, the Honorable Renee Cable, Minister of Advanced Education and Training, and Fred Meyer, President and Chief Executive Officer of Red River College Polytechnic. Also on the platform today are members of the senior administration of the university, deans, directors, associate deans, students, and staff and faculty members who have played such an important role in the achievements that we celebrate today. Class of 2026, we're so happy that you're here with us. Today is unquestionably a celebration, but at the same time, I know your excitement may be matched with some anxiety. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and you may read headlines and wonder what awaits you. What's the future of AI? Will it replace jobs? Will it enhance jobs? Let me remind you, though, that for nearly 150 years, Bisons have sat where you are, prepared for a future with both challenges and opportunities. When University of Manitoba students were graduating in 1944, they looked out at a world they hardly recognized. The war had reshaped virtually everything, but they were hopeful. In their yearbook, they wrote the following: "We believe there will be an enormous demand for highly trained people who are not only equipped with the technical skills needed in a modern world, but equipped also with high ideals of citizenship and democratic living. The people of Canada expect us to keep alive the seeds of progress that in the future our country may continue to develop as one of the great nations of the world." I think this still rings true. Canada's still young, we are still developing and learning how to fix our mistakes and do better. And we are doing so with swift determination. This is a special time to be graduating in Canada. When University of Manitoba honorary degree recipient and now Prime Minister of Canada, Mark Carney, spoke at Davos, he told the world that Canada and all the middle powers must reinvent themselves. This is where you come in. And you may ask, how do I do this? I'll share wisdom the Honorable Jody Wilson-Raybould offered to our community when she delivered her night lecture here 2 years ago. She said, in order to improve our reality, you have to take a certain amount of risk. And you have to be courageous, step out of the status quo, and push for change. Now, this is usually easier said than done. Bringing good to the world takes a lot of work. One of my favorite quotes of Shakespeare comes from The Tempest, when the character Prospero says, "The rarer action is in virtue than in vengeance." Today, as you graduate, I encourage you to be part of that rare action, to lead with integrity, to build rather than divide, and to bring thoughtfulness and care to the communities you shape. Do this, and you will continue the legacy of alumni who came before you. You will keep alive the seeds of progress and help us become better. I know you'll do this because you're Bisons. You see and do what others can't. And it's an honor to celebrate with you today. Now let's briefly talk about today's program. It's going to take about an hour and a half or an hour and 45 minutes from now to end. So I would ask that everybody try to remain in your seats and celebrate with us. Celebrate people whose names ends in A, as well as people whose names ends in Z. It's not their fault their parents chose that last name. And while you're at it, maybe think of an activity. Recall a campus memory that stands out to you. University of Manitoba is collecting these for our 150th anniversary. When you think of this memory, you can share it after the ceremony. Just search UM 150. Thank you.
I'm Lorena Fontaine, the Department Head of Indigenous Studies, and I'm honored to be reading this citation today. The highest distinction the Senate of the University can confer upon an individual is an honorary doctorate. At the University of Manitoba, the criteria include distinguished achievement in scholarship, the arts, or public service. Our honorary graduate this morning is Barbara Bruce. Barbara Bruce is a two-spirit Métis elder, Kukum, Sundance leader, and pipe carrier, whose life embodies resilience, reconciliation, and profound service to Indigenous and Two-Spirit communities across Canada. A citizen of the Métis Nation from the community of St. Laurent, Manitoba, Miss Bruce attended a mission day school in St. Laurent and overcame tuberculosis and colonial barriers to become an elite athlete, entrepreneur, and champion for justice. From her early work with the Manitoba Métis Federation to founding two national Indigenous consulting firms, Ms. Bruce has bridged Indigenous and non-Indigenous worlds with integrity and strategic vision. She managed and co-authored the groundbreaking Options for Action report on child welfare reform following the Phoenix Sinclair inquiry. led cultural awareness training for private sector, crown corporations, and organizations facilitated regional and national consultation on health, housing, and violence against Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirit people. As co-lead of UM's Indigenous Identity Policy and as elder for other institutions, she advances truth and reconciliation daily in our province, nationally and globally. She co-founded Medicine Wolf Healing Place, hosting North America's Two-Spirit Sundance ceremony in 2023, and she was an international observer and peace monitor of the first democratic election in South Africa. Throughout her distinguished career, she has earned many honors, including the Order of Manitoba, the Manitoba 150 Women Trailblazer Award, the King Charles III Coronation Medal, and was recognized by the Indigenous community as a Kukum grandmother by keeping the fires burning. Mr. Chancellor, it is an honor for me to ask, on behalf of the Senate of the University of Manitoba, that you confer upon Barbara Bruce the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, as she exemplifies the transformative power of Indigenous knowledge and leadership.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of this university, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, I invite Dr. Barbara Bruce to please address Convocation.
I follow the spiritual way, ceremonial way, and it is incumbent of me and my responsibility to start with 2 push-ups of a song. Espeme manitu gana waramena tatoge shigao wea 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 I was nervous all week, but I see some friends in the audience and my family, and it calms me down. Tanshi kitayak, kisi inu, elders, helpers, Two-Spirit helpers, knowledge keepers. I'm totally appreciative of you, Helen, Paha, Karen, Norman, and all the others that are in here. I appreciate you very much for all the work that you do for the university. Kinanas kometanawa for that. Kinanaskamatin for that beautiful song, Vanessa. I'm a little jealous of your voice. Thank you. Honorable Lieutenant Governor Anita, I'm so incredibly happy to have you here. Very honored. Chancellor Angus, President and Vice Chancellor Michael Benarroch, and all the Board of Governors for the University of Manitoba. My nominator, Christine Sear, I love you. And my loving, beautiful family. Not all of them could be here because there's about 200 of them. But many came from Alberta and Ontario, and I'm so incredibly pleased, and I'm so grateful for you to be here with me. My supporters and my mentors, I can't forget that. Paha. I was looking for you everywhere, Pa. And a Two-Spirit community. It's my life. The Two-Spirit community, which means Indigenous LGBTQI+. Oh, by the way, happy Pride. And especially I want to pay my respect and my love to my one and only partner. I don't have many, just one. Mallory Newman. And I love you so much. Thank you for doing everything for me. Tanchi Kia. I'm honored to be here with you today. I am known as Kichi Penesu Piminau Agua Ka Tapwewin Ayamet. I am Michif Otapimesiwak. Testawi Niao, Two-Spirit, the person, the in-between person. And my co-chief of the Sundance, my sister, Charlotte, is here in the front here, so I want to acknowledge her because without her, I'd be in trouble. I come from St. Laurent Dochin, Winnipeg weekend. Niwagumaganak, all my relations, all my relatives. Chimarsi, thank you so very much for this honor, and I'm truly humble. I was surprised, really, when I got an email from the office of the president, Michael Benarroch, and I read the first sentence. He wants to talk to me. And I literally said, I went like, I shivered. I said, what is this about? Like, I didn't do anything. and it was really an extraordinary call, and I was excited and nervous, and I'm so appreciative of that call, President. It was good news. What you have achieved is remarkable. Those of you who pursued studies in arts, the arts, music, peace and conflict resolution, and public administration are not merely entering into your professions. You are becoming the change makers of society. Your contributions to this world right now, more than ever, matters deeply. Consider what we would lose if we didn't have music and the arts. You bring joy, you bring comfort, reflection, at times grief, and wonder to all of us. Art and music reach more into every human emotion. They move us to see more clearly, listen more carefully, and question more honestly. They are woven into the very fabric of who we are. Because of you, the graduates of music and the arts, the world carries more hope, more possibilities, and more connection. You bring people together. The arts and music almost beats food to connect people. To the graduates in peace and conflict studies, the world needs you urgently. What is unfolding around us, across communities and across nations, demands exactly the dedication, compassion, and courage you have cultivated. My deepest gratitude to each of you for your commitment to peace, to understanding, and to unity. To the graduates in public administration, you hold genuine power to make a difference. And it's not the power from ego, it's the power from spirit and heart. We speak often about truth and reconciliation, and yet we know we have not come nearly far enough. Wherever you work, wherever your work takes you, carry this with you. Policies that exclude Indigenous peoples, First Nation, Métis, and Inuit must be changed. Structures rooted in racism and discrimination must not be allowed to persist. Non-Indigenous people bear both the obligation and the responsibility to ensure that truth is told and acted upon, and that reconciliation moves beyond words into meaningful action. This is work we must do. We all must do, and we can do it together. Congratulations, graduates. Take time to enjoy your celebration of this achievement. You have done it. You are here. You are graduating, and it's a very big deal, honestly. Thank you for who you are today and who you will become. Thank you for the work you have already done, graduates, and for the work you will do in the years ahead. Congratulations from the bottom of my heart, and best wishes on the journey before you. Miigwech, chi marsi kinanas kometenawau.
We now turn our attention to the academic achievements of the graduating class. Before proceeding with the conferral of degrees, we'd like to recognize some students who have achieved the highest standing of their class. The Governor General's Bronze Medal, awarded for the highest standing in a diploma program of at least 2 years, goes to Molly Ann Armstrong. Molly is a graduate of Grant Park High School here in Winnipeg. Driven by a passion for creative expression, she pursued her studies with a commitment to expanding her artistic practice and exploring a wide range of techniques and mediums. Through her work in collage, ceramics, and printmaking, Molly embraced experimentation and developed a creative approach that continues to shape her artistic vision. Beyond the classroom, Molly demonstrated leadership and community engagement, coordinating student-led exhibitions. Also, she was involved with the university ceramics community and arts initiatives with Martha Street Studio. Distinguished guests, the recipient of the Governor-General Bronze Medal, Molly Ann Armstrong. Congratulations. The University Gold Medal in Arts, awarded for highest standing in an undergraduate faculty, college, or school, goes to Kyle Jeffers. Kyle majored in mathematics, a discipline he has been passionate about for as long as he can remember. He was drawn to the subject through his love of puzzles and problem solving, and discovered early in his academic journey that mathematics offered both challenge and fulfillment. Kyle served as a teacher's assistant for intermediate logic, where he led tutorials and supported students through complex concepts. This experience not only strengthened his own understanding of mathematical logic, but also affirmed his enthusiasm for teaching and mentorship. His academic experience was enriched by a minor in history and a range of humanities courses, deepening his understanding of social issues and broadening his perspective. Kyle graduates today with a Bachelor of Arts advanced degree. Congratulations, Kyle. The University Gold Medal in Music, awarded for highest standing, again in an undergraduate faculty, college, or school, goes to Kendra Paige Marie Grieger. At her elementary school graduation, that was some years back, Kendra announced she wanted to become a professional violinist. Her lifelong passion for music was supported by perseverance and determination, overcoming a serious wrist injury, one that threatened her aspirations. Preparing for her final recital under the guidance of Professor Gwen Hobig was a defining experience that reflected years of discipline, dedication, and artistic growth. Kendra contributed to her community in many ways throughout her studies and hopes to inspire future musicians by expanding the access to string and fiddle education. Kendra graduates today with a Bachelor of Music degree in performance. Congratulations, Kendra. And finally, the University Gold Medal in Art, again awarded for highest standing in an undergraduate faculty, college, or school, goes to Madeline Alsep. An accomplished artist and student leader, Madeline distinguished herself through academic excellence and a strong commitment to creative community building. Highlights during her studies include involvement in the School of Arts Students Association and involvement in the Ceramics Club. A student exchange at Ghent University in Belgium further enriched her artistic and personal growth. Madeline sees art making as soul-fulfilling. She's deeply interested in the expanding scopes of creative expression and plans to continue her studies in education with the goal of becoming an arts educator who inspires future generations. Madeline graduates today with a Bachelor of Fine Arts honors. Congratulations. And it's now time for Chancellor Dave Angus to address Convocation.
Thank you very much, Lieutenant Governor Neville, President Benarash, honorary degree recipient, Dr. Barbara Bruce, guests, ladies and gentlemen, U of M faculty and staff. Good morning, everybody. Boy, that was really well done. I want to welcome everybody. I particularly want to welcome the family and friends. You know, when we invite people, we don't know if anybody's going to show up. And here you are today, a full house for this amazing and recognizing this amazing group of graduates that we have here today. I know some of you are here to celebrate with your loved ones. Others are just here to make sure they actually graduate. Whatever your purpose, it's great to see such a wonderful turnout. And of course, I want to welcome and congratulate the 2026 graduating class. This is a great day. It's the best of days here at the University of Manitoba, and we are just so delighted to be able to share this important moment as you close one chapter of your life and begin an exciting new journey. Now, I'm probably the least liked person in the room right now, because I'm the only one standing between you and actually officially graduating. And yet, I have so much to say. I could go on for 2 hours. Do you want me to go on for 2 hours? Apparently not. The people have spoken. I just want to share a few things, just lessons in my life that I have learned. And I find myself wanting to share a lot today, but I'll be honest, it's mostly things that I believe are important for you to seek out as you begin your new journey. And there's nothing more important in my life in seeking out inspiration. And because I can tell you the most impactful things I did in my life always started with a moment of inspiration. And I'm going to go off script for a second, because I found it this morning. I found it when Dr. Barbara Bruce walked into the pre-reception ahead of this. She didn't have to say a word, and I was inspired, because I know her story, I know her impact, and I know the impact she has on others. And there's people like that in our lives. And those are the ones we want to be close to. Those are the ones that bring us some meaning and inspiration that's so needed in today's world. We look out in today's world and we go, there's nothing inspiring. There is inspiration everywhere. And I am so gifted to have been inspired today with Dr. Barbara Bruce. Because that inspiration because it's through that inspiration and those moments that really I find joy. And it's important to seek out joy in your life. You know, when I turned 50 a couple of years ago, okay, you don't have to laugh. Many years ago, when I turned 50, I made a promise to myself that I would only get involved in positive initiatives and surround myself with positive people. Because I found myself spending my days in exactly the opposite place. I found myself becoming a negative force. That decision changed my life. A decision I made at 50 that I wish I had made when I was sitting where you are today. So don't make my mistake. First, understand what brings you joy. Then go find it, embrace it, and share it with others. Because what brings me joy the most in my life is seeking and finding opportunities to make a positive difference in someone else's life. Because it's those moments that are the most meaningful to me. There's a question that I often ask myself at the end of the day. Did I make a difference in someone else's life today? And the more powerful the answer, the more meaningful the day and more fulfilled my life has become. There's a lot I like to share today. But what I really want to do is simply leave you with this. You know, I'm blessed in this role because I'm surrounded with elders here at the university. And I've been learning so much from our elders. And my journey's really just begun. But one thing they have taught me is to always find a way to speak from your heart. So this is me speaking from my heart. To the graduates, thank you. Thank you for choosing the University of Manitoba. And thank you in advance for making a positive difference in the world, in your world, that's so needed right now. I can only imagine what you're feeling today, this momentous moment in your life as you start on a new journey. But let me tell you what we're feeling. We feel pride. We look out at you and see such an impressive group of leaders. With the seeds of courage in one hand and humility in the other, you are ready for the next challenge. We feel gratitude for the hard work and commitment you have made here within the U of M community that you have helped make even stronger. And lastly, we feel hope. Hope for our future, knowing as we look out today, it is in such amazing hands. An unknown author and poet I stumbled across once wrote something I thought appropriate to share at this moment. They said, "Build a better world." I said, "How? I am just one. The world is such a mixed up place. I'll lose before I've won." They said, "Just a minute now. Here's all you have to do. The way to build a better world is to build a better you." Thanks to all of you for your hard work and dedication to accomplish exactly that. Now, let's go build a better world. On behalf of the University of Manitoba, congratulations to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the graduating class of 2026. Woo!
Mr. Chancellor, I now have the honor to request on behalf of the University Senate that you confer upon the candidates the degrees and diplomas earned by them, as these shall be announced. Will those who are to receive degrees and diplomas please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of this university, I admit you to the degrees and diplomas to which you are severally entitled, with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. I also admit, in absentia, those who have completed the requirements for these degrees and diplomas, but who are not today able to be present.
Congratulations. You are now graduates of the University of Manitoba, and you can move that tassel from right to left. So will those of you who are in the front row please remain standing? Everyone else, you're able to resume your seats. Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degrees in the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, with Associate Dean Sandra Weber greeting the graduates. Felicia Masenu. Dylan John Davidson. Sidra Hamid. Mohammed Iqbal Hussain. Nusrit Jahan. Victor David Cleaver. Sabina Singh. Sara Montazeri. Jacqueline Anastasia Spear. Tiffany Rachel Ann Hall. Darian John Michael Aronson. Alexandra Goodman Allen. Jennifer Block. Delaney Rihanna Bohm. Margaret Ruth Gaiman. Ijeoma Joy Frederick Ifeani. Nathan Mark Isaac. Conrad Cron. Daniel Noah Henry Molden. Fausiat Oyeyemi Olajide Ade Dalmola. Catriona Joanne Shantz. Alex Irvin Patros Storm. Hong Sing Justin Sang. Arben Tumbambing. Sophia May Brandt Reinhardt. Zachariah Alexander Cole. Emma Kate Debeski. Emma Lynn Hutchinson. Mackenzie Lynn Stewart. Mahdi Abdul Mumin. Angela Gail Ciceron. Tanjima Shimu. Ileana Renee Hupel. Augustus Xavier Stearns. Atiye Amini. Camila Galdames. Oluwakemi Blessing Kolapo. Justin Villeneuve. Shamina Akhter. Luke Miller. Ina Catherine Setchin. Hannah Kathleen Bowers. Gabrielle Maxine Rondeau. Sarah Michaela Fair. Dorcas Frimpongma. Andrea Margaret McDougall. Oluwaseto Olaolua Olayomi. Olayinka Ganiyu Mubarak. Priscilla Asare Mensa. Albright Roy Oba. Chidera Funmilayo Olusola. Arshdeep Singh. Michelle Hope Archibald. Sonia Faye Campbell. Valerian Neeson. Deverson Correa. Devin Sluice. Annika Drew Warkentine. Now, Mr. Chancellor, may I present the candidates whom you have admitted to the degrees and diplomas in the Faculty of Arts, with Dean Heidi Marks greeting the graduates. Ifeolua Amanda Adeyinka. Bethel Alemayo. Mackenzie Alexa Arbuckle. Lourdes Mariana Ariola Guzman. Isabel Margaret Balkan. Rowan Keeley Barron. Jessica Barkhouse. Ruchika Behari. Natalia Victoria Beata. Saffron McKinsey Blaze. Ainsley Nicole Brennan. Alexander Charles Brown. Parneet Kaur Bhattar. Emma Mackenzie Carmichael. Ishuan Julie Chen. Anastasia Kaliro Christodoulou. Sarah Elizabeth Cohen. Anastasia Colleen Cruz. Kushi Dagar. Andreas James Davison. Christina De Silva. Sophie Dexter. Natasha Ann Westlake Deitchin. Carrington Keun Dong. Caleb Stefan Dorj. Eric Mitchell Dewick. Clara Elizabeth Ekdahl. Belkis El Moudi. Patrick Ian Furman. Sylvie Gauthier. Elizabeth Suzanne Gillick. Justin Jacob Gertzen. Nathaniel Kent Good. Pietro Orlando Grande. Shubsiret Kaur Gumber. Donna Sofia Hernandez. Indiana Mae Arneson Humniski. Hope Carolyn Hutchings. Jack Kennedy Spencer Patrick Judge. Noor Kais. Cameron Kangas. Beth Kaler. Sophia Grace Kindle. Kylie Alexis Cron. Leah Joelle Kraut. Natal Xingyi Li. Chun Hang Boris Leung. Adi Levitsky. Yatlong Lo. Zachary Loden. Luis Antonio Isaac Lopez. Lorena Luna Peñaranda. Thomas Benedict Beck McIntosh. Cecilia McClandress. Tanika Nicole Mudio. Jenna Delaney Musgrove. Anne-Marie Marguerite Ose. Elinam Ohema Kwakyewa Okai Yeboa. Okiki Olua Grace Opaleke. Michael Uzorchi Orodo. Emma Elizabeth Ann Papoff. Hallie Paige Pimkowski. Nicholas Alexander Pfund. Aidan Sean Phillips. Demari Popley. Mercedes Rain Prue. Joseph Paul Riedel. Brenna Elizabeth Sadler. Paula Samaniego Ayon. Daniel Scarlett. Jared Schmorn. Bridget Evelyn Maureen Scott. Kyra Anastasia Serick. Oshone Marianne Shaibu. Divya Sharma. Kundanji Jr. Alinani Sinkala. Trevor John Smith. Brianna Amy Patricia Soki Bjornsson. Mia Stefishin. Mashu Wilhelmine Ivan Stur. Olua Folawemi Oluwasekemi Sonmonu. Eric Kenyon Tetro. Sasha Victoria Tiali. Thomas James Tichkowski. T. Tui Tran Trin. Kalea Roma Mary Turner. Liu Marie-Claire Dora van Tiekelen. Amber Vandenberg. Celeste Anne Vermette. Nicolas Joseph Villeneuve. Andrew David Waskul. Kaylin Watson. Alexis Danielle Wiscombe. Anne-Sophie Aline van Munster. Gold medal winner, Kyle Blair Jeffers. Noah Leslie Adam. Olaoluwa Peter Akiode. Ahmed Alam. Juliana Chizoba Analike. Elizabeth Margaret Anderson. Mejgan Arianta. Thea Dawn Ayot Borns. Simranpreet Kaur Bala. John Terrence William Barber. Madison Emily Evenson Bonifoy. Paige Rochelle Brander. Hannah Marie Briette. Victoria Alejandra Bueno Webster. Shelby Susanna Beyer. Janelle Grace Casillion. Elijah Eusebio Castro. Chloe Elizabeth Chambers. Miranda Sherry Choipol. Sanita Sarah Cunningham. Robin Justine Delaney. Ayushi Jigar Desai. Archana Yogesh Kumar Dodiawala. Luke Paul Jerry Driver. Violet Temitope Egbetoku. McCain Shanas Fatima. Christy Dawn Funk Phrase. Rita Garas. Megan Danielle Marie Garot. Victoria Gabrielle Georges. Alexander Gololobov. Anessa Greenhall. Priel Greens. Aslan Gusmanov. Kenneth Guzman. Mason Haderer. Lauren Mackenzie Berman. Mason Hornby. Camila Hernandez Claros. Chloe Madison Stibel Heinz. Karen Idoko. Dia Jairat. Kiru Chok. Deanna Nicole Jones. Mian Labib Kashif. Simranpreet Kaur. Emma Kemp. Caroline Atanasia John Kessie. Jackson Kemp. Darab Khan. Muhammad Abdul Muij Khan. Daniel Amangalyevich Kurmashev. Tanner Jordan Lawrence. Dylan Graham Lewis. Thank you. Rylan Lepke. Josephine Ann Long. Xingyi Lu. Samantha Aurora McConnell. Calvin Roy Waswa Muguluma Lugalambi. Jessica Hope Lucier. Dorian William Medill. Faculty of Arts Medal in the advanced degree for Rihanna McEwen McMillan. Madison Jade McIver. Tatiana Carvalho Mendonca. Andrew Morcos. Debopriya Mondal. Katie Rachel Morrison. Vongai Mudina. Afnan Mukhtar. Tony Lauren Mel Munns. Cameron Taylor Mishkowski. Zoe Nagamori. Ramiel Dale Nudler. Esther Omobalaji Obayemi. Adriel Miguel Ocampo. Nadinma Ifeoma Onyejianya. Abigail Sunshine Leogun Osorin. Ifeolu Wayimika Favor Oyewuzi. Matthew Parker. Charlotte Emily Peace. Cameron Lynn Gabrielle Plouffe. Taylor Genevieve Purcell. Jiaying Chu. Eden Clara Quiring. Morgan Taylor Richardson. Laura Celine Reason. Ilona Rodov. Scott Joseph Saindon. Jessica Saney. Leah Anne-Marie Elizabeth Lorilla Saracen. Julisa Adriana Schwartz Sanchez. Alwyn Setiawan. Priyanka Shankar. Imisi Oluwa Victoria Shobayo. Sierra Smith. Joshua Sosiak. Erica Julia Sprung. Sukman. Shane Signe Reese Svensson. Christopher James Swingler. Yufai Tam. Nima Rashid Tamatama. Andrew Tang. Laura Diane Taylor. Melanie Palmina Tervoort. Dylan Mackenzie Thompson. Stephanie Rose Lorori Toledo. Chuk Him Tsang. Ivy Laura Tufts. Mohammed Rafiuddin Asif. Ifeachukwu Desiree Ugboma. Alexandria Lauren Violi Bedder. Michaela Workington. Bailey Marianne Watson. Rachel Nellie Watt. Carly Susan Watts. Zachary Mason Wynn. Uriel Tekle Tiebio. Camille Aliyah Yutuk. Athena Zakariadou. Haishan Chow. Bridget Beyorere Eban. Reginald Joseph Kmet. Akere Solomon. Now, Mr. Chancellor, we're going to move on to the candidates whom you have admitted to the degrees and diplomas in the Marcel A. Desautels Faculty of Music, with Dean Stephen Runge greeting the graduates. Grace Elizabeth Amadeo. Jordan Grace Dust. Nick Gunkel. Emma Carter Lewis. Marcus McKenzie. Ava Maya Persad Suarez. Welcome. Samson Maximus Romaniuk. Kelly McKinnon Hims, General Studies Medal, Faculty of Music. Sylvie Adele Lise Malo. Alfonso Ruben Diego. Jenna Manson. Alexander Ihor Meba. Elizabeth Ann Roshan. Sarah Catherine Schellenberg. Delaney Elora Faith Thiessen. Rain Patricia Tugas. Gold medal winner, Kendra Page Marie Grieger. Paulo Gabriel Gamus. Mason Jared Dewick. Jaden Brian Fraser. Oh, sweet. Maggie Valir Corrine. Siwei Emily Ng. Brenna Louise Shaw. Sloan Elizabeth Smith. Use your lid. Carlos de Jesus Alvarez Madrid. Abigail Navarre Corpus. Mackenzie Rose Guillou Cormier. Peter Wesley Sturr. And now, Mr. Chancellor, finally, on to the candidates whom you have admitted to the degrees and diplomas in the School of Art, with Director Stephen Runge greeting the graduates. Our gold medal winner, Madeline Juliana Alsop. Pamela Ann Tagala Baptista. Ariel Monica Boone. Jenny Chen. Riley Cranny. Hannah Catherine Marie Desbain. Kaylin J. Duncan. Charlie Feener. Emma Gillick. Brian Matthew Guevara. Okay. Peyton Eden Hebert. Julia Marie Langer. Brody McQueen. Anaïs Merabian. Songha Nam. Shakira Rampersad. Jasmine Roseanne Reimer. Hope Debbie Richards. Will Roshka. Gerald John Marcelo Santos. Ibrahim Shuaib. Cameron Lucia Shochilas. Rebecca Ann Smith. Callie Ruel Stillwater. Marilyn Wood. Gyobo Yoon. Veronica Galetskaya. Zachary Barr. Avery Madison Cochran. Elizabeth Kaylin Crick. Amanda Easter. Alexis Irvin. Haley Joyce Leroux. Alexandre Zachary Antoine Normando. Carlton Ehigiator Okunbor. Adrian Rodrigo Quintanilla. Reina Ruddick. Ruth Stemann. Jasmine de Mabildo Taylor. Alexa Isabel Wilson. Mara Sophie Denchuk. Molly Ann Armstrong, School of Art Medal winner, Diploma in Art. Catherine Aldea. Mabel Ramos Cabrillas. Jillian Lee Egan. Lev Joseph Hockman. And finally, Megan Monique Matthews.
Love the energy this morning. Well, good morning. I'm Tracy Bowman, the Executive Director of Alumni Relations and a very proud University of Manitoba alum. I am thrilled to be here celebrating with all of you today and to be the first to now welcome you to the UM alumni community. Congratulations on your hard work and dedication to reaching this exciting milestone, Convocation. What you've achieved at the University of Manitoba is just the beginning. You were students for several years, but now you're alumni for life. Today, you join an exceptional network of over 228,000 UM alumni across 137 countries. Leaders, innovators and changemakers who stand at the heart of progress, driven by the unshakable spirit of the bison. You are now part of that proud herd, bold and fearless, ready to take your place at the center of it all. As alumni, you carry with you not just a degree or diploma, but the memories, friendships, and life lessons that shaped your time here at UM. This moment isn't simply the end of your studies, it's the beginning of a lifelong bond with your UM community, a connection that will grow and evolve over time. Whether it's mentoring future students, engaging in learning for life opportunities, catching a Bison's game, or paying it forward to the next generation, there are so many ways to stay involved and enjoy being part of the UM alumni community. So after the ceremony, you're all invited to a post-convocation celebration outside, which is generously sponsored by TD Insurance and hosted by your UM Alumni Association. There'll be food trucks, music, and photo opportunities, so do not hold back, and be sure to celebrate the moment and share your photos by tagging U Manitoba. And I have an exciting invitation for you. Mark your calendars for 2027. We will be celebrating UM's 150th anniversary, and we want you to be part of this historic milestone. Let's make it a reunion to remember, reconnect, celebrate, and continue building the legacy of UM together. As I look out at all of you today, I'm inspired by the talent, passion, and knowledge that has grown and nurtured right here at UM. You are the future of innovation and change, and I cannot wait to see all that you will accomplish as part of our global alumni family. There are Bisons everywhere who are welcoming you to the UM alumni herd, cheering you on every step of the way. This is your moment. Celebrate it fully. Thank you and congratulations.
So I think you'll all agree that Convocation is truly a wonderful event. I think we heard from Dr. Barbara Bruce in the power of spirit and heart and not ego, and I think that's what we've brought today. What I think is so beautiful about Convocation is that we all come together across different faculties from all over the world to celebrate, and we do see the power of spirit and heart. We invite you all to come and celebrate your graduation with your friends and family at a reception just outside, as Tracy said. We'd ask you to please remain in your seat until the academic procession has left the hall. Guests may follow the graduates out the door. Once again, class of 2026, congratulations. And I now adjourn the 147th Annual Spring Convocation until 3 p.m. this afternoon, Wednesday, June 3rd.